Well, I did say quite a while ago I would try to do a couple more Jeff the Killer pastas. Even though it's 2017 and absolutely nobody gives a shit about Jeff the Killer anymore. But what if I were to throw Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees into the mix? Would that make things a little more interesting?
Jeff travels to Elm Street, trying to find more victims for his pleasure and delight. Walking down the fresh-rained road, his footsteps cause small splashes in the puddles as he begins to sing a song. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, precious victim. Nighty-night, nighty-night, pray to God the hellhounds don't bite. Basically the equivalent of, I'm evil, and I'm doing evil things. Anyway. He sees 3 little girls jumping rope as his eyes light up with fire as he slowly begins to stalk towards them, his knife drawn, but stops in mid-step. This is all one big sentence, by the way. But stops in mid-step, as if frozen in time. He listens carefully to a song that they sing that he knows all too spelt wrong. Well, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, okay, we know the rest of this shit. Just then, a figure appears out of Jeff's shadow. A low, unholy laugh escapes the figure's lips. Jeff turns around, his everlasting smile still on his face, but deep down the figure knows he is not amused. Jeff is the queen. So you're the famous... Oh, sorry, I'm doing this wrong. So you're the famous Jeff the Killer, huh? The figure replies, a snarl on his face. And you must be the infamous Freddy Krueger. Not a fan, and most importantly, not amused by your work.
What is that supposed to mean, you little maggot?
Freddy barks. Well, first of all, you're all burnt and fugly as hell. I'm a diva, you understand? I'm Jeff the Killer, bitch. And 2, you got your ass kicked by several girls and a little boy. You're supposed to be a dream demon, not a dream fairy. Jeff laughs. Is it worth asking how he possibly knows all of this? Was he watching the movies? Freddy begins to walk slowly around Jeff, who remains unfazed by the dream killer. After about 5 minutes, that's a really long time, Freddy is the first to speak up.
So how about a little wager, huh? Let's see who dies first.
Be my guest, sunshine. Jeff's very fruity in this story. How about you make the first move? But please try not to die too quickly. I want to savor this kill, for it will be my greatest ever to be able to help the very dream demon that killed so many people go to sleep. Didn't make any sense at all. Jeff cackles as he draws his knife. Freddy lunges at Jeff, who dodges his attack with ease and kicks Freddy in the arse, which causes Freddy to fall on his face and tumble. Freddy gets up and dusts himself off. An evil sneer, spelt wrong, makes itself present on Freddy's face.
Time to take this to my home,
Freddy laughs as they are transported to the dream world. I guess they weren't there already. Yet he's still able to use some magic, I guess? Whatever. Oh, this world seems wonderful. So dark, so damp, and full of despair and pain. Did I mention I was evil, by the way? I think I shall take over this place once I kill you, Freddy. Don't worry, I will take good care of it.
No fucking way you will ever beat me in my home!
Freddy says, stabbing Jeff in the back. Blood gushes from Jeff's stomach as he looks down and sees 4 blades from Freddy's glove coming out of his stomach, which causes him to only laugh and look back at Freddy, who now has a worried look on his face. What the fuck's going on here? Was that your best trick? If not, then please try harder. I can take more. I don't know how, but there you go. Jeff laughs maniacally.
What the fuck are you?
Freddy screams as he pulls his claw from Jeff and tries to stab him again. But Jeff turns around and stares deep into Freddy's eyes. All Freddy can see in Jeff's black eyes is pain. And death. See, Freddy, the difference between me and you is you're a dream demon. I guess you, just the letter U, can call me the devil's favorite demon. 2, okay, we're doing a number thing. I don't fear you. And 3, you're just a bad dream. Me, I am the fucking Black Plague. Shit, I am the apocalypse. This author really likes Jeff, I see. So please lay down and go the fuck to sleep. Jeff laughs as he launches himself at Freddy. And that's the end.
Well, that was fucking terrible. So let's see if Jason has better luck.
After the fierce battle between Freddy and Jason, the masked killer was awoken by a strange voice say, "Go to sleep, Jason." Seems a bit redundant. The voice belonged to the insanely bloodthirsty Jeff the Killer. The masked Jason swung his machete, slashing Jeff's smile. "Ha! You think your little machete can beat me? Pfft! You're crazy, Jason. I am the new terror of Crystal Lake," Jeff said, his maniacal smile doing something, I guess. Jason wasn't fazed by Jeff's threats, but was amused. As Jeff disappeared into the foggy night, Jason was up and looking for revenge towards the crazed nightmare known as Jeff the Killer. The ultimate battle for Crystal Lake was about to commence. Crystal Lake was closed, but teenagers still came by and camped. The killers did their best to outsmart and show the other who's the king of Crystal Lake. Jeff the Killer hung intestines. Jason nailed heads to trees. It sounds like they're setting up Christmas decorations. Each killer had their own little style of murder. The newest set of campers were about to be in for a treat, as both Jason and Jeff were on the hunt for blood. The night was clear, the moon was shining, and the teens were telling creepy stories. Then after Jason had cut Freddy's head off, Jason fell to the lake dying, Mike whispered to the rest of his friends. "Dude, fuck off. It isn't even true. Jason never died. Jason isn't even real." Mike loved Amanda, ever since they met in kindergarten. "Amanda, don't ruin Mike's dreams. You know he is just a pussy who can't get none," Frank said, sipping some Bud Light.
Ew, the real horror.
Two of the teens were at the lake, looking at stars. "So, Tori, I've been thinking. We've been around and have hung out a lot. Maybe we can go on a date sometime." Jordan blushed as he scrambled for words. "Yes," Tori laughed. "You are kidding, right? You and me on a date? I'm way too good for you, Jordan. Jordan, you can't even make me feel special. I need a real man, not a wuss like you." Jordan's heart was broken. Tori kept on laughing as she did her nails. Like always, that bitch is thinking of herself. That bitch who I wanted to ask out. The moon at its highest peak let everyone know it was midnight and time for the killers to look for blood. Jeff was sharpening his knife. Jason was getting ready to rise from the depths of Crystal Lake. "Jason, my little boy Jason, show Jeff the true meaning of being a killer," Jason's mind spoke to him. As quick as the night turned its clear beauty to a dark, cloudy night, Jeff had arrived. Something was off about Jeff. He wanted not killed the campers, but to kill Jason and take what he thought was his, Camp Crystal Lake. The meeting at the camp, as the night passed and Jeff seeked blood, a fog filled the campsite. "So you have arrived, you so-called killer. You fucked up, Jason," Jeff smirked and growled. The fog was different. It was thicker, darker, scarier than before. Jeff knew something was up, but didn't know what. Jason was angry. He wanted Jeff dead. "Jason, my son. Kill them!" the voice echoed in the masked killer's head. With no hesitation, Jason sliced the teenagers' heads and brutalized them. Okay, I guess he's out of the lake now. Jason was on a killing rampage. Rampage! "Come on, Jason, you little fucker. Take their life." Jason. "Yes, take their one life," Jeff whispered behind the fog. At the end of the rampage, Jason walked away. The sight before Jeff's eyes was horrid, inhumane, bloody. Tori split in half. Jordan had his head crushed and body parts dismembered. Jeff liked this new side of Jason. New side? But there is one little problem. Jason seemed unstoppable. Jeff lurked behind the trees, looking for the right moment to attack. Finally, Jeff pounced like a rabid animal. "Go to sleep, Jason!" Jeff screamed, holding his knife to Jason's throat. Jason's brute force was enough to take down the crazed killer. Jeff pounced again and again. "You, full stop. Little, full stop. Son of a, full stop." Jeff was frustrated, yet entertained. Oh god damn it, I'm having so much fun, but it sucks. I don't know what that means. Jeff stabbed Jason in the chest, again and again. It was astonishing, the sight of Jason standing, unfazed by Jeff's stabs. Jeff was in a fight with the devil, it seemed. "Now you want to play tough guy? Trust me, Jason, I've beaten bigger, badder, smarter guys. Like Slender Man, I guess," Jeff said with a look of anger and fright. Was Jeff scared of this new Jason? Why is it new Jason? What is this feeling? Do I fear Jason Voorhees? It can't be true. I am the most ferocious killer to ever live, Jeff said to himself. At the break of dawn, Jeff had a voice speak to him. "The great Jeff the Killer fears a masked being. Jeff, you defeated me and many others, yet you fear Jason? Who is this?" "You are no true killer," the voice said, over and over again. This voice was haunting Jeff. It was so familiar, it burned. The day went on. Jason seemed to be unstoppable, unbeatable, unkillable. Jeff seemed broken, beaten, mortal. Jeff trained his body to be faster, smarter than Jason. Jason didn't train his body, but forced himself to be stronger than anyone. Again, Jeff had a voice speak to him. "Jeff, you seem mortal. You fear Jason to the point where your mortality is shown. You are a disgrace to killers everywhere." The voice echoed in Jeff's head. It was right. Jeff seemed mortal. When has he ever not been? He seemed fearful, thinking of ever meeting Jason again. Jeff was out of ideas. The end.
Good!